Alright, so let's keep on going with this review. Number 3, we've got at what point do two equations x equals 2y plus 4 and 3x plus 6y equals 36 intersect? So we're looking for the intersection of those two equations. We're just looking for wherever they cross, right? We're looking for that point. Well, we could graph them, check it in our calculator, but first I got to get these both into y equals. Now, I've got y on this side, so I've got to move my number away. So x minus 4 equals 2y, divide by y. So I've got 1/2 x minus 2 is equal to y. And once again, if it freaks you out having y on this side, just flip it around. Y equals 1/2 x minus 2. Alright, the other one, move my x, bring everything down, divide by y, and there's my two equations. I'm going to go ahead and graph this. Now, some of you guys, you could have used substitution, you could have used elimination, but I didn't like how they were set up, so I changed it to graphing. So I'm going to go to my calculator. I'm going to go back to y equals. Oh, sorry, can't see that. There we go. Go back to y equals, and I'm going to type in my equations there. Make sure to reset this so we don't have that shaded in part. Okay, boom, it's reset. It's back to regular line. And now this first one is going to be 1/2 x minus 2. So 1/2 x, oh, sorry about that. The light's going out for a second, minus 2. My second equation is negative 1/2 x plus 6. Now I can hit graph. Looking at the graph, they do intersect right there. So go to second, trace, go to number 5, intersect. First curve, blue line, second curve, red line, where do they intersect? And it says 8,2, which is going to be point number C, or letter C. All right. There was also this graph here if you wanted to do it by hand. I went ahead and used the calculator. Number 4, which graph represents the system of inequalities shown below? I'm just going to do this one by hand because they're both in slope-intercept form and I have graphs. So I need one that crosses at positive 2, that has a slope of negative 2 over 1. So positive 2, this slope down 2 over 1. All right, that line is good. Positive 2, down 2 over 1, that line's good. Positive 2, down 2 over 1, that line's good. Positive 2, down 2 over 1, that line's good. So the first line checks out. Y is greater than x minus 1. Which means hits at negative 1, this one does, this one does, this one does, this one does. So all the lines appear to match up. All we need to do now is use test points to see which areas to shade. So on the negative 2x plus 2, which is this line, let's go ahead and use 0, 0, because it's not on my line, so I can use it. So is 0 less than 0 plus 2? Well, 0 plus 2 is 2, and 0 is less than 2. That is true. So on this line, everything over here should be shaded. So it's definitely not Well, it could be A. We'll see. So I shaded it going left to right. So it cannot be A because this part should be in some part of the shade if it was A. But I'm going to keep using A to get my other parts. When I use a test point here, 0, 0. So 0 minus 1 is negative 1. Is 0 greater than negative 1? Yes, that is also true. So for this other line, we should shade this part for 0, 0. And you can tell they're overlapping right there. That should be the shaded in region. So if we look, the only one that matches up with is B. I'll stop the video here and we'll continue the next one on the next video.